Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very important word about which the entire world revolves and for which we all works, that is money. Whenever we talk about money, whether it is lent or borrowed from somebody, then we also come across a word interest. Now what is this interest? This interest is the extra money which we get in lieu of the money which is borrowed or lent. This is going to be very interesting topic because we are going to know how compound interest and the simple interest is calculated. Like if we are paying the EMIs of our house or vehicle, then what sort of interest we are paying? Either we are paying simple interest or we are paying compound interest. What are the differences between simple interest and compound interest? Yes, of course, we will be first of all discussing all the terminologies which this chapter includes. So let's discuss the terminologies one by one here. So first is principal. Now principal is the money which is lent, or borrowed from somebody. Amount is the money which you get with the original money borrowed or lent. Money lent or borrowed. Very specifically, I can say extra money which you get with the original money. So amount is calculated as principal, which is the original money, and this is your extra money, interest. Now what is rate over here? Rate is the interest paid on rupees 100 for a specified period. So rate is the money which you are giving per rupees 100. Alright. Now what is the time? Time is the specific duration for which a man is borrowing or lending the money. So this is your specific period. Alright. Now here I have talked about interest. Now interest can be calculated. Interest can be calculated as simple interest or compound interest. Now first of all, before starting with anything about simple interest and compound interest, let's know what is simple interest and what is compound interest. So simple interest actually is the interest calculated on the original money. Interest on the original money. Original money for a specific period of time. For any time. Alright, whether you are lending or borrowing the money for 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. So this is the interest when calculated on the original money for any particular time period or specified period, then we can call it as simple interest. Now simple interest can be calculated with a simple formula which you have read in your lower classes also, which is P into T into R by 100, where R will always be given you in percentage, time will be given you in years or months. This is your principal amount, that means the money, the original money which you are borrowing or lending from somebody. Alright, now you come to compound interest. Now, here this is interesting to know that in compound interest, the money for the second year changes. That means in compound interest, for every year, the principal amount changes. So for compound interest, you can say that the difference between the final amount and the principal is called your compound interest. Here, whenever we are calculating simple interest, we always keep P same for the entire period of time. But when we calculate compound interest, every year we keep on changing the principal amount. And what will be the principal amount then? Let's suppose for 2 years you are calculating some interest. So for principal, I mean the original, if the original money borrowed or lent is rupees X, and the amount, or I can say the interest after a year, let's suppose it is coming out to be Y rupees Y. This is for the first year. This is for your first year. Alright. Now for second year, when you will be calculating the interest, then your principal amount will change into rupees X plus Y. Here the money which is not paid in the first year, or I can say the interest which is not paid to the person, and if it is continued to the second year, then your principal amount will come out to be the original money plus interest. Now this will be your principal amount for the calculation of the interest for the next year. Here I have not discussed the direct formula of finding compound interest, but compound interest is calculated with this formula only. But for the first year we will be putting principal as X rupees, and for the second year we will be applying the same formula, but principal will become then X plus Y. Time will be then again for next year I am calculating for 1 year, so 1 year, and this will be the rate at which the money is lent or borrowed. So in compound interest, every year the principal amount is changing. So this is the big difference between simple interest and compound interest. And it is interesting to know that compound interest is always greater than simple interest, and the house EMIs and all bank loans are calculated on compound interest. Now let's see this simple example that how we can find out compound interest if we doesn't know the direct formula. Here it is given, find the compound interest to the nearest rupee on rupees 1200 for 2 years and 4 months at 10% per annum reckoned annually. Now compound interest can be calculated annually, can be calculated half yearly, can be calculated quarterly also. Alright, so let's first do the basic calculation that how we can find out the compound interest. So whatever things are given to you, write down here. Principal amount is given to you rupees 1200. Your time is given to you 2 years and 4 months, and your rate of interest is given to you 10%. Now as I told you, for this I will be applying the same formula of simple interest equal to P into T into R by 100. But I am calculating here interest for the first year. Alright, so this is interest for the first year. Okay, I'll be writing P is 1200, time is your 1 year. I am taking it as 1 year because I'll be calculating compound interest every year. So 1 rate is given to you as 10 by 100. So I am getting here 120. So my interest is coming out to be 120. So this is your interest for the first year. For second year, your principal will become then the original amount, that means the original money plus this interest. So you will be getting it as 1320. Now again you will be applying the same formula, I equal to P into T into R by 100, and then in place of P you will be writing 1320, time is 1, rate is 10, and this is 100. So here you are getting it as 1320. When you will be calculating, this is the interest for second year, this is for second year. Alright, then you will be calculating interest for third year with this as your principal for the third year, and then again you will be calculating it for fourth year. So this is your principal for the next year. It is not 4 years, it is just 2 years. So I have calculated for second year. Now I have to calculate interest for 4 months. Okay. So I will be changing this time into years, that means 4 by 12 years. I will be doing it for interest for 4 months or 4 by 12 years. Alright, same formula I will be applying, P into T into R by 100. Here P will be then 1452, time will be 4 by 12, rate is same by 100, and on calculation it will give you 48.40. So now you can write down amount after 2 years and 4 months is coming out to be, till here it was 1452. So this is 1452 plus 48.40. So this is your amount after 2 years and 4 months. This is 10, 10, 5, 1. Alright. Now if you want to calculate the interest, then you can calculate it by writing amount minus principal. So here I have applied amount minus principal. This is your amount which you are getting after 2 years and 4 months. This is my principal, that means the original money, that is 1200. So I am getting 300.40, and here we need to change the answer into nearest rupee. So this means rupees 300. Have a look.